Have you ever bought delicious-looking fruit only to take it home and find that that perfect-looking melon tastes like a cucumber? Then get Fruit Expert, Tommy K's Best Fruit Now app, and shop like a pro. You'll know what to buy and when to buy it. Now you have an uncle in the business. Today we are enjoying exemplary food and meat products from Rastelli Direct. And joining us today is Chef Patrick Feury from Nectar Restaurant in Berwyn, Pennsylvania. It's wonderful to see you again, Chef.
Excuse me. Yeah.
It's always enlightening to have you on the show.
Oh, thanks.
You're a very passionate chef. You have varied interests.
I like to search hard and long and far for great ingredients, and sometimes they're at your doorstep, so we're lucky today.
In Rastelli's case, they are exactly at your doorstep, which is so nice. So where do we begin?
So what we got is we got some short ribs here. It's one of my favorite ways to eat beef, and this happens to be an exceptional beef. So what we're going to do is we're going to marinate them for 24 hours. So we're going to take our short ribs.
Beautifully marbled, as we can see there.
Yeah, and we're going to take some vegetables here. We're going to do some celery, carrots, onions, a little garlic in here. And then I kind of like to layer them a little bit on top of them. You know, as you see, the marbling is absolutely beautiful. It's,
really, and really nice big portions, too.
Yeah, these are nice. Each one is about 8 ounces or so. And we're going to actually just marinate them purely with red wine. Very important thing is to get these ribs right down underneath
Fully submerged.
Right, fully submerged. So we're going to take these. It's going to be just like this. We'll wrap them, put them in the refrigerator the night before. Okay, so 24 hours is really good.
So for 24 hours, we let them sit.
Let them sit.
Nice and flavorful.
Nice and flavorful. One thing is we're going to need to do is separate everything again.
And still saving everything?
Save everything, yep.
Okay.
It's all going to be part of the cooking process. Pull out these, and as you see, they're nice and bright and purple.
Yes.
And
it really absorbed a lot of that wine. Wow.
Yeah, we want to get them nice sear, so we don't want any too much liquid on them. Because when you put it into the oil, number one, you don't want the oil to splat back up and you get burnt. Number two is like you just want to get it a really nice sear, so you don't want it to steam either. If you like your meat really, really salty, you can almost season it with your sea salt and let it sit for about 15-20 minutes, and it almost gets a cure, so the salt gets all the way through that meat. We got our nice hot pan, we got a smoking. We're gonna lay these in.
And that's olive oil?
Olive oil, yep. We're gonna make some pickled beets.
Very good.
From the pickled beets, we'll make a salad. You're just gonna take your beets, you're gonna drop them into some water, and you need to cook them through, so.
So you're putting them into already boiling water?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. You can tell that they're cooked all the way through when you can slide a fork or a skewer right through it.
Right through it, okay.
These we're gonna turn, and you wanna get the sear on all sides. The next thing we're gonna do is get a pickling liquid. So we're gonna make pickles. And what's great about this pickling liquid is that you can use this for anything. Water, we got champagne vinegar. I like champagne vinegar, I like the flavor of it, it's nice deep color, and sugar. Now the ratio to that would be 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of champagne vinegar, and 3 cups of water. Okay. You know, so it's kind of like a 2 to 3 ratio. So we're gonna take the water, and again, I always like to start with a hot pan anyway. It kind of cuts down the amount of time that it takes to cook. Right. And all we're doing here is actually just trying to get the sugar melted. So we want to get those things together.
So essentially just dissolving it.
Dissolve it, exactly. Also, I'd like a little bit of salt in there as well.
Tony Rastelli.
Pleasure to meet you. How are you?
Pleasure to see you again here on
Chef? Hey, how are you?
Good, it's a pleasure. Pleasure to be here with you
Likewise,
today.
thank you.
Wonderful display of
Fantastic.
Rastelli products and meats, and really, Rastelli has revolutionized the way we food shop now.
We're fortunate enough now to bring it directly to the household online, which has been fantastic. It's been a blessing for us.
Well, we couldn't, you know, as a chef, I'm always excited to meet someone like yourself, you know, a farmer, you know, somebody who produces artisan products, which makes my job so much easier. So, and simplicity to me is really showing the art of what, you know, you're giving me.
Right.
So
it's like you have a passion for cooking food. We have a passion for having control over our animals, whether it be steers, beef, pork, lamb, or veal, or seafood. Right. Knowing where it comes from, taking ownership to that product from the infancy stages all the way to when we bring it to the plate.
So what we're going to do is we're going to pull them out. Okay, it's like a nice.
Okay, so now they've just been seared
just
on the
pull them out.
outside.
And this is we're going to take our vegetables that we marinated them with.
Okay.
And
We'll add them right back into the pan.
Right. And then we're going to take these, we're going to actually roast these out.
Back to our
So now we
pickling
have,
liquid.
you know, this pickling liquid that's working really well. As soon as you get it to kind of where it does seem like it is diluting, what you want to do is you want to use the seasoning.
Yes.
Okay?
So some
Black peppercorns, mustard seeds, bay leaves. And this is the one recipe that, you know, bay leaves are like you need 1 or 2 for like a couple of gallons or something. This is a recipe where, you know, you can use a lot. And what I like to do is just crunch them up into little pieces.
Yes.
And the good thing about that is they kind of just get in there. That's good stuff. Juniper berries. I like that nice tartness of them. And we did hit salt earlier. So we're going to just let these go.
Okay.
This is about ready to go. It's a nice, quick, fast, fun recipe. We're going to cool it down. We're going to pull off the stove, cool it down, let it get cold, and then from there we're going to put our beets into that.
And while you're cooking, actually, Patrick, we have Eugene here to,
Hi, Eugene. Hi, Patrick Feury. How are you?
to pair up some wine.
Yes,
Rastelli and wine is now a great combination on the
Yes,
website,
yes.
Rastelli Direct. We're
Well-
able to get wine.
Great wine, great food. You can't go wrong. Organic, 100% natural, and delivered to your doorstep.
And you take care of the pairing process for us as well.
Yes, yes. This wine is a Montepulciano di Abruzzo. It's from central Italy, and it's got a lot of fresh forward fruit. It just goes well with almost every meat dish that you can even think of.
And
so.
perfect with braised short ribs.
We've reduced our wine by half, and then we're going to take our short ribs and
Love that aroma.
lay them in there, and now we're going to bring these up to a simmer. And they're going to braise out for about a good 2 hours. We have our short ribs here that we braised earlier.
And the sauce just really thickens up nicely.
Oh yeah, and you see they're just absolutely.
They're forked.
They're totally.
You don't,
they're going to melt
I
in
don't
your
think you
mouth.
need a knife for these.
You don't. You know, when you're pickling something, I think again, 24 hours in the refrigerator is always good, but you know
Yes.
they continually get good that way.
Oh,
Weeks,
yes, yeah, the
weeks.
longer they stay,
Sure.
actually, the better they get.
Right, exactly.
Honestly.
And then we have a really nice Lindendale goat, which is aged for 12 months, which is a fantastic cheese
Yes.
also from the area. And we're just going to kind of crush that
Taste
over.
a little bit of that. Cheese is something that you're very passionate about.
Yeah, I am passionate about like ingredients in general, and cheese is one of the great things that is around
That
here.
is so good.
And we're also, you know, we equally as lucky, you know, with our meat that we're working with today.
Beautifully plated, chef. Try the pickled beets, gentlemen. So good. And with the cheese, what a great
Wish I could take
combination.
credit for the beef.
Again, you don't need a
Gentlemen,
knife for
don't
this.
need
Look at this. This beef just falls right off
Yeah, you're right. We don't
like
need a knife.
that.
It's
Look at this.
fantastic.
Patrick, as always, you are an artist.
Thank you.
And thank you for sharing your passion with us today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
It's wonderful
Always.
to have you.
Thank you.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Thank you. Did you ever come home from the market with fresh fruit and after you tasted it say, "What was I thinking?" Well, think no more. With Fruit Expert, Tommy K's Best Fruit Now app, you'll shop like a pro. You'll know what to buy and when to buy it. Finally, you have an uncle in the business.